Okay, let's go ahead and spray a little bit. I have this sprayer right here. And this is full of fluid film. Link in the description. Let's go ahead and hose some of this down. And they're all done. Sort of hose everything down. And sprayer good. So that's pretty much it. I take and just coat everything with this, and I put a link in the description for this sprayer. Comes with this bottle and the handle and everything. It doesn't come with a nipple, so you have to put a nipple on it. But hey, $100 total for this kit with the hose that goes onto the end to reach hard to reach places, and 1 gallon of fluid film, $100, and 1 gallon. I use 1 quart on one car, and I'll use 1 quart on this car, and you can reuse this part of it in the fluid film. So you're talking, $20 to go ahead and do all this yourself, which is a pretty good deal. You spray everything down. And you have to reapply it. It's not that big of a deal. You just put it on ramps like I am, crawl under, and just start hosing everything down. And then you'll be in good shape. But yeah, not much to it. Filling it, I use a paint stick to fill it. But let's go ahead and do some more of this and get the rest of the car done before it gets dark. Just about empty, so I'll have to refill. forget to get the top. Oh, I think we're running out here, so yeah, time to fill her up. Not really picking anything up. Let's go fill her up. No, you don't need a big air compressor. This little 5.5 gallon Cobalt does the job as far as spraying, so you don't need a big air compressor to get this job done. Filling this doesn't take a whole lot of effort. You just dump it in like so. Just use a paint stick, slide it in. It's a little messy, but maybe you got a different way to do it, but it's working for me. But this, yeah, I put this off thinking, oh God, this is going to be all long and drawn out and hard to do, and it is far easier than I imagined it would be. It sprays evenly, coats evenly, and does everything it's supposed to do. So yeah, it's a good deal. And you know, some people said that, hey, it costs $150 to do it at a place, you know, and when you think about it, this key in here cost me $50. Sprayer cost me $50. So if you want to think about how much this cost, you know, I reuse the sprayer, and I could probably use it for other things too, but reuse the sprayer, and then you just spend $50 on this, and you can do 3 cars easy with 1 gallon. So it's not that expensive of a layout. It takes very little time. Now if you want to go in and clean your car off, power wash it, and do all that other stuff, feel free to do that. I'm just trying to delay rust. So I'm coating all the rust. I'm not trying to chip it away or do anything crazy with it. I am just trying to slow rust down, and that's all I'm doing. I'm going to go back. I'll cover what I've sprayed after I did. I mean, you guys don't really want to watch me sit there and spray it, but this is how much I've used so far, and this is the second car. Like I said, I think I can do 3 cars at least with this. So if you got big trucks, it might be only 2, but 1 gallon will definitely get you at least 2 cars or trucks, maybe 3 or 4 if they're small. So that's where I'm at with it. Let's go ahead and get it finished. Now, time to show you what I did. As you can see, got everything coated all the way through. Now, I might have missed a couple spots, but overall it is all covered all the way down to that area down there. Now what I'm going to do is turn the car around, back her up, and hit the front, because I'm done with the back. Got everything coated pretty good, so it should be ready for winter. It'll wash off over the winter as I wash it and everything else, but hey, at least it's got a fighting chance on it. And like I said, I'm not preventing rust because it's already rusty, but what I'm trying to do is slow the rust down. And if you can slow it way down, the car will last longer. So that's the goal. So let's go ahead and as you can see, got ramps here. totally doable with ramps. You don't need to jack it up or anything. Of course, a lift would make life a lot easier, but hey, we're DIY, right? So we put it on a ramp and we go ahead and we do our work, and that's what we're doing. So gonna go ahead, yeah, figure 15-20 minutes per end, and you're pretty much done, depending on how fast you move. But it's not a long process, and I think we're ready to go for the winter once I get the front end done. Well, I wasn't going to leave you all high and dry without doing a little bit of the front end, so there we go. Well, as you can see, it don't take terribly long to get everything coated. That's all I do is put it up in the hole, move it around. They give you a long hose to use it with, long hose, and you can put that attachment on the end of this. I find it doesn't spray good, you know, so this mists it out a lot better, in my opinion. So this is how I'm doing it. It's a plastic nozzle, so you can just tip it up in there and give her heck. Then you can cover everything that way. Get all them little holes filled up. In case you're all wondering, I use this to get into the doors because it has a straw with it, and it works pretty good for the rear hatch and door openings, the lower areas and stuff like that. So I use this to get into those small spaces and any place else that I feel that is small. I have used about half of it. I got half a bottle left. It's a 1-quart bottle, I believe. So I used a little over half or half of it to do 2 cars, and I did Blueberry and I did Lulabelle. So both of them have been done. I still have to do the 2019 and the Toyota if I decide to do that thing. But anyway, let's check what I did under the front end real quick and wrap this up. Now, as you can see, I got everything coated up underneath, all the way back, and here, right here, all the way through. One thing you want to be careful about is the belt. Don't get any on that. And then of course we got the whole back end sort of upside down, but you guys can get the drift. Lower control arms, everything. So got everything done all the way back. Put it on the ramps, did front end, did back end, and did the sides where the pinch welds are and everything else. So all coated, all ready for winter. Let the salt begin. Hey folks, a little bit more on the fluid film. I have done, yes, the 2019 is now done, front to back, and everything underneath in between. So let's check it out, what I did on the 2019. Pretty much the same thing. You just crawl under and start spraying everything, and just except you don't spray the brakes or the exhaust system. You know, you want to avoid that type of stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out what I did real quick underneath so you get an idea where to spray, and we'll look at the rear end only. The front end, not a whole lot on the front end, but the rear end's got a lot more open space. Now, as you can see, got a lot of area that I have sprayed. Sprayed the lower control arms, the rear ones, and we have lots of area sprayed up in here, all the way through here, and then all these different spots to get everything nice and coated so we don't have any rust. Tried to get up in some of the holes right here a little bit, and any nook and cranny I could reach I got this all up in here. So we got everything, including the drive axle, or drive shaft rather. Tried to coat that up as much as I could without getting it on the exhaust system, because that's not good. But did the rails all the way through, all the way down, as you can see. Got them all done all the way through there, and as much in any area I could actually reach without taking these panels off of here. I did leave the front panel off, so we got everything. Got it all as much as possible. So this is pretty much what she looks like, all nice and greased up. All the holes filled right up in here. Put the nozzle in there and got everything. So yep, ready to go for the winter. Well, some of you may ask, Bill, is it going to work? Well, I don't know. I've put fluid film on the hatches, and that seems to have slowed or nearly stopped the rust on the hatches. So in the rear of the Ford Edge, the lip at the bottom tends to rust, and I've managed to not get bubbles for a couple years now, although they were rusty. So it's holding the rust down. It's not completely stopped. You got to keep reapplying it, but it does prolong the life. So now you think, well, underneath won't all the dirt and garbage and everything else stick to it? Yes, it will. But the beauty about it is it's not going to stick to the metal. It's going to stick to the oil. So when you run it through the car, wash it off. Yes. So then later on, come spring or whatever, when it warms up, you can reapply it. It's probably a twice a year or once a year job, but it is pretty inexpensive. If you have an air compressor already, $100, and then the consumable of the fluid film, that's $50 for a gallon. You do 2 or 3 cars, and you're good to go. So pretty cheap cost to help prevent rust on your Edge or any other vehicle you may have. I may even do my old Rufus Ranger. Yeah, but hey, that's a 1997. It's still not rusty yet, so what can I say? It's got rust, but within reason. But anyway, like, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. MACTFORDEDGE on YouTube and Facebook group. MACT Garage, where you can go to social media tab, buy stickers, t-shirts, and donate, and all that other good stuff. And Band of One's always got some great music to play. My feet at the floor today. I'm having a great day, and I want you to have a great day too. And Mercy Girl, of course, has a couple of one-liners.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Girl production.